Hi Aries, thanks for joining me. This will be a general love reading for you guys from the 27th of July to the 2nd of August. It is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. Don't worry too much if you don't know what your Moon, Rising or Venus sign is. If you check the description box below the video, all that information's in there for you. As I said, it is a general love reading, so it won't resonate with everyone out there. Just take what resonates with you for you and just leave the rest. Please remember that time is fluid. This could have already happened. It could be happening now, or it could be happening outside the 7-day timestamp that's on the video. Also, the energies from the tarot could be, I could be picking up on yours, I could be picking up on the connections, or I could be picking up on both of you. So please bear that in mind. Also, Aries, thank you so much for your love and support throughout Mystic Freya, right from the start right till now. So welcome newcomers. If the videos do resonate with you, please remember to click that thumbs up button. It's really important. And we'll get on with your reading. So what does Aries need to know? Aries in love, what do they need to know about their love life? Oh, there we go. Wow, so the overall energy you guys have got is the Ace of Water, falling in love, or the resurgence of a relationship, spiritual growth and enhanced intuition. Absolutely gorgeous. So what else can you tell Aries? Aries in love, what do they need to know? Aries in love, what do they need to know from the 27th of July to the 2nd of August. 27th of July to the 2nd of August for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs, please. Aries in love. What does Aries need to know about their love life? Okay. The end of a difficult situation. Embrace the change. Expect things to get better. Recovering from an addiction. Okay. You're coming out of a phase. Things are looking up. So let's have a look. What do we need to know? What does Aries need to know? Aries in love, what do they need to know? What do they need to know? Aries in love. End of a difficult phase. It could be, addictions could mean anything. They don't necessarily mean addictions in the literal sense as in alcohol and substance, or it could also mean that it could be addictions to cyclic events, revisiting old patterns that no longer serve you. You know, you've been going around in this kind of pattern for a long time. You're closing that out now. That's the message that's coming through. Look at this. Defend your beliefs, don't give up, protect that which you've created, have courage and believe in yourself. So it's asking you to really dig deep and go within. Believe in your convictions. Yep. A relationship that continues to grow closer, forgiveness, a positive resolution of conflict. Okay. Oops. Just pop those back. I don't know if they wanted to come out. If they do want to come out, they'll represent themselves, but they've just fallen for some reason. What else do we have? What else do we have? Aries in love. Aries in love. What do they need to know? Aries in love. What do they need to know? What do they need to know? Aries in love. What do they need to know from the 27th to the 2nd of August? What do they need to know? What do they need to know? Oops. We've also got here, speak your mind with confidence, seek out professional advice, balance mental and emotional considerations, being grounded, kind of like really grounded emotionally and mentally in order to make good, solid decisions. Not coming from a place of emotion. So not reacting as fire signs do, reacting in a fiery sense. It's almost taking time out to really evaluate what you want to say and doing it in a very constructive way. What else? What else does Aries need to know? Aries in love. Aries in love, what do they need to know? Aries in love, what do they need to know? Anything else for Aries, please? Anything else for Aries, please? Okay. It's just asking me to keep shuffling, so I'm just going to see if there's any more cards that want to pop out. Get the sense of, yeah. See, there we go. There's the start of it, being unable or unwilling to make a decision, a stalemate, pretending there's no problem. Let's go around in a denial for some reason. You don't want to upset the other person, or you don't want to upset the connection that you're in. Good news about financial matters, wanting to do something more challenging, a new area of study. Okay. Oops. Also got the Eight of Water, desire to move on the search for something more meaningful, spiritual and emotional growth. Okay, that could do with anything. It could be with this, especially with this area of study here. It could mean the desire to move on to another job. Even the wheels coming in to turn anyway is going to propel you forward, because I think you've been a little bit stuck for some reason. This unwilling to make a decision. You're going to be coming out of that energy. Yeah, there's a little bit of conflict in here as well. I think last week's reading was about speaking your truth, and you're not doing that. I think that you just haven't got there yet. You've got the Justice card as well. Fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs. So I think you're wanting to move in a different direction. We've also got skilled work is rewarded, learning all there is to know about a topic, going back to school. It's also echo in this card here, which is a new area of study. You're trying to create stability and enhance your finances as well. Trying to get the sense of independence. You're trying to become more independent. That's for some, not for everybody, so just take it as it resonates. But it looks like you're trying to create stability in order to move in a new direction. Look, fears surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others, uncertain self-employment. So there is some fear there around stability, around finances, etc. I think that that's the initial start of it. This unwilling to make a decision and fearfulness about stability. You're unsure of which way to go. We've also got, yeah, look at this. A successful time, confidently accept opportunities you're offered, and you've got the Midas touch. So everything's going to be fine. I think it's going to move in a direction. It's going to start moving now. Obviously, we're still in COVID-19 territory, which is relating to job markets and things like that. Things are very uncertain. People are reluctant to take on people at the moment because you know, they're not certain about the company's future, etc. So everybody's being a bit although there are jobs out there, people are being a bit stingy, I think. Not with wages, but just with giving people interviews and things like that. There are a lot of people out there that are going for the same job, so there's a lot of fear around stability at the moment, and that's for everyone. I think that's on a global scale. It's not just individually as well. It's very, very uncertain times with this awful, awful pandemic, because it's still not over. It's still here. We're still working through it. We've also got missing an opportunity, discontentment or boredom. Open your eyes to a possibility. So you're kind of like stuck in your own. You're really disappointed that you can't move forward for some reason. I think stability is the key to... Oops, there we go. Too many cards. Stability is the key to you moving forward in your head, in your mind. The key to be able to move forward will be stability, financial abundance, etc. And for some reason that's not happening at the moment. At the moment, that is going to change though. Discontentment or boredom may stem from you feeling a little bit insecure or inadequate. You're bored of the kind of like still being in lockdown, really. Defend your beliefs, decisions, stand your ground, choose your battles wisely. So let's... some fire on the board as well. So it's creation, it's having that gumption to stand up and stand in your own power even. Yeah, 7 of Air. Plans that need revision, more going on than meets the eye. Poor timing. So poor timing, COVID-19 I would say. Everything's poor timing with this darn pandemic. And it's things that are taken out of our control as well. We have no control over it whatsoever. We're waiting on the powers that be to kind of like get things started. Gifts of money, time or effort, new career opportunities, receiving a loan or paying off debts, enjoying the life's little luxury, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment. So it could point towards, especially with all this stability, it's you actually looking at the situation thinking, crikey, the job market, it's a bit wry at the moment. I'm just going to go, and while we're in lockdown, say for instance, I'm going to study for something else that will open up a lot of opportunities for me for the future. And these are areas of study that you didn't even envisage doing. It's something completely different to what you've been doing before. And it's exciting. You're having to create, look, these seeds well planted, a temporary pause in action, unnecessary worry. I think stability wise, you're looking at doing something on your own. Doing something on your own. Self-employment. I really do. But I think that this is connected as well with, in regards to love, it's almost like, look, things are looking up. You've got so many cards on the board, it's unreal. I think they're telling you that, yeah, okay, things might be a little bit iffy at the moment, but it's not going to stay that way. So while there's quiet time around and things aren't moving, why don't you do something that sparks your interest? There are loads of courses online at the moment, cheap ones. Okay, they may not be accredited, kind of like they may not be accredited by a university, but there's continued professional development or continued personal development courses that are available for very cheap prices at the moment. And it's urging you to really look at those. Find one that really sparks your interest and look at the opportunities that come with it. Once you achieve your certification with that, your CV looks loads better if you're going for a different job, say. People will look at your resume or CV and they will say, wow, okay, so during lockdown they did this and this, and wow, they are really motivated. It opens up so many different opportunities, it really does. Also, it could mean that you just say study one of these courses and it opens up an opportunity for you to go further on your own, opening up your own business even. So it's becoming more independent. I think a lot of people are thinking along the same lines at the moment of, yeah, we don't really want to be putting ourselves in a precarious position by going back to work for a company, being surrounded by people. A lot of people are fearful and really like, you know, the freedom to work from home. So I think a lot of new businesses are being born out of lockdown, to be perfectly honest. And I think that's the way to go. It's the way to go forward, I think. It's about getting the best out of your life, your time on planet Earth. Do you really want to be working, you know, an 80-hour week for someone else when you could be working clever with yourself? But how do you do that? It's kind of like initially getting things off the ground. And I think there's a life experience card that's come into full here as well. And that life experience card, I think, actually relates to your stability. It relates to, okay, how am I going to achieve this? How can I achieve my dreams, my financial dreams, or my financial stability? How can I get on an even keel? I think it's kind of like a wake-up call. You're saying, okay, I can do something different. It's looking at things from a different perspective, a different angle, in order to give you greater, I think, freedom and abundance. But it does require effort, like everything else. It requires diligence. It requires, you know, you being strict with your time. You putting in the time and effort to do this. And this also could relate to your love life, in the fact that you want to be more stable in order to come towards or go towards someone. But I really do think that it's urging you to, yeah, let ego. You're feeling trapped, and I think that could be a lot to do with the COVID-19 kind of a thing that's going on at the moment. Everybody's feeling a little bit stumped. We don't know what to do, especially those who have lost their jobs, kind of like redundant. What do we do? It's, you know, how do we get ourselves back into the workplace, into a space where we feel comfortable with ourselves, and in order, you know, we can grow, we can achieve the financial freedom, stability that we had previously before COVID-19. I can put my hand up to that, because this is my reading as well. I'm not just picking up on my energies here, but I'm just picking up on the strong message that comes out is about stability. It's and it's also kind of like, I would say, falling in love with yourself again. It's not falling in love with someone else. It's falling in love with the new person that you're becoming. It's this new mindset, new heart space. You're becoming a different person because of you're having to dig deep. You're having to look at things with a fine-tooth comb and kind of like say, yeah, this is what I want from life. This is how I envisage my future to be. Yep, Four of Earth, being too frivolous or too cautious with money. Sudden change of events that needs immediate attention. So let's have a look. We've got half the pack on there. I don't think we need any more cards. Okay, so yeah, there's a lot about security here. And a lot of creation as well. Look at this major arcana here. So I'm just going to put these in their suits, and then I'll be guided to take which one's from which. Look, missing an opportunity. I think that one comes first. So we've got, wow. You intuitively know as well that this is the right thing to do. It's just trying to get it off the ground, I think. And this could also relate to your love life as well. So we'll just go through it. Two of Earth, King of Earth, speak your mind. Yeah, relationship continues to grow. So that's your emotional. Don't give up. Yeah, the end of a difficult situation. So, whoops. I think initially it starts off with this life experience card here, which says here, significant event, powerful revelation that leads to change, time to spread your wings. It's kind of like, okay. Actually, I think it starts with the ego card. A false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things. See, that's where it's... This is why we've got all this stability on the board. Excuse me, it's being focused on these, what you haven't got or what you need in life to make you feel whole. You don't need anything. It's what you want in life. Negative or fear-based thoughts, so that's definitely for the future. So we've got this... being unable or unwilling to make a decision, a stalemate, pretending there's no problem. So you're going along with in denial, really. Oh, you know, everything's fine, and it's not. You're not feeling stable, you're not feeling yourself, you desire to move on, but you can't, because we're all being slowed down by this COVID-19 awful pandemic. Everybody is in it together. There's no one person. It's not just happening to one person, it's happening to every single person on this planet. Okay, then we've got this. Plans that need revision. More going on than meets the eye. Poor timing. Of course it is, because it's COVID-19. And I think this is definitely about COVID-19 here. You've got this, obviously, because finances are a bit stuck at the moment. We're going to have quarrels with people. Basically because it's the ego telling us, it's fear-based thoughts, it's not seeing the wood for the trees, it's not being open, you're not opening your mind to the possibilities, you're too up in your own head trying to figure out how you can get the money to pay the bills even. And you know, you're so fearful of it, and so there's always fears surrounding your situation. You're up in your head, your emotions are all over the place, you're fiery, you're getting, you know, quarrelsome with people around you because you're so up in your head about this situation that's arisen that we have no control over. Please remember that we don't have any control over it. We're just the minions on the ground. I know that sounds awful, but that's how it is, really. We're looking towards the, you know, other people to make decisions on what actually happens, what we can and can't do. So yeah, we're all a bit stuck at the moment. So then this life experience card comes in, a significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change, time to spread your wings. And this spreading your wings, okay, is about doing what you can in order to move forward. So we are going through new areas of study. So where's she gone now? Because you've got so many cards on the board, I'm kind of like missing the Midas touch. Here we go. Skilled workers rewarded. So basically we can't do anything, so what can we do? Okay, go online and learn something new in order to make ourselves, well, you know, it may just be like an interesting, a hobby thing, something that sparks your interest, and you decide to have a look at it, and you do one course, and then that leads to another, and it leads to another. And by doing that, we're actually pushing this wheel along. Look, this wheel comes in and it's perpetuating. It's kind of like going, yeah, carry on, keep doing that. Because while you've got this quiet period, you could amass all of these gorgeous things that will, you know, put you in good stead in the future. And that's what it's about. It's about laying firm foundations for the future while we've got this barren period that we're in. So we've got this sudden change. I think that this sudden change actually sits back here with this kind of, you know, stalemate in all areas of life, to be honest. It's getting a little bit better at the moment, but it's no way, you know, back to where it should be. We're not out of the woods now. So we've got this discontentment and boredom. I think that's the initial part as well that sits there, because we don't know which way to turn. We're very emotional about it as well. Desire to move on, the search for something more meaningful, spiritual and emotional growth. And it could be that this life experience, this Eight of Water, comes here. We know that there's a desire to move on, but we can't do it yet. So we're just going to go online. We're just going to go online. We're going to connect with people who are of the same mindset. We're going to do our kind of like groundwork for the future. So even here, I think that you're going to You are going to come into your own, but there's going to be a little bit of yeah, there's something here. Now, it could be that you are, this wheel's turning. Okay, so it's turning in your favour. Okay, you're finding that strength of character, good inner strength, release harsh judgments, forgiveness and compassion. You're finding the strength to actually be who you want to be, and that's what I think the whole thing is. You're having to look at things and think, oh crikey, okay, I did this, because we've got so much time in our hands at the moment. We have no choice but to look at how we've acted, kind of like spiritually, how we've acted, how we've done things in the past. Can we do things better in the future? How can we create another reality for ourselves? And I think we're all doing this a bit online. We're connecting with groups of people, support groups, like-minded people that we never would have had the time to do before. We're also looking at different courses, way to enhance our lives, way to keep, your mind ticking over. If you're furloughed before you go back to work, say, or even if you're unemployed, or you've been made redundant, you're looking towards enhancing your career prospects. But I also think that there's, in relation to love as well, I think that there's been a bit of backbiting. There's been a bit of frustration if you're in a connection already, but that's coming to, I think that's coming to an end, because I think that you're going to become more independent of a connection as you move forward. I feel, the feeling I get is you're going solo for some reason. We've got is defend your beliefs and decisions, stand your ground, choose your battles wisely. So I think that you're actually going, no, I can visage this future. I've sat there, I've contemplated it. I need to move forward, but I need to move forward perhaps on my own. For some, not for everybody. Take it as it resonates. We've got don't give up, protect that which you've created, have courage and believe in yourself. So it's having that self-belief. We've got the strength to do that. Strength comes in. So release harsh judgments for people who are not on the same page as you, relationship wise, or say work wise as well. I really do think that you're going to be creating a business, giving to those less fortunate, gifts of money, time or effort, new career opportunities, repaying or repaying debts, enjoying life's little luxury, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment. Look, I've also got this successful time, confidently accept opportunities you're offered, the Midas touch. So everything is coming into the fall because you've put the effort in, and the universe can see this. Focus, 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 communicate with vision and be a leader, advice from someone creative. And then we've got this, you've come into your own, new partnerships or contracts continue to move forward. Yes, they do, because you've already got the wheel in there. I strongly think that you intuitively know what you want to do and that you're going to go for it. But I think that if somebody's going to put a spanner in the works and say, no, that's not what I envisaged, you're almost going to say to them, well, ta-ta, see you later. I need to do this for me. It's about me this time, not about anybody else. But I've spent this time actually looking at what I want out of life, and this is what I want. This is what I want to create. This is what I want to go for. But you're going to have balance with that. You're going to have to make a decision at some point. Do what you know is right, stand up for your beliefs, but do not lose your vision, is what it's saying to you. Do not lose your vision, even if that is in love. Do not lose your vision as to what you want to do, or who you want to be with, who you want to connect with. Do not lose that vision of that person, because I think that that's the very strong message that comes out in relation to finances, career and everything else. Do not lose, it's basically do not lose your vision of your life, how you want it to pan out, what you expect from the future, what efforts you want to put into it, what you want to get out of it. Do not lose your vision on every single aspect of your life. I think this lockdown has a profound effect on you, seeing your life, your relationships, your family life, etc. And you're coming into a whole new mindset and heart space. I really do. It's such a gorgeous, gorgeous progression of energies. But yeah, you're going to be looking at things in such a different way, and you're going to be forging forward. You're going to be leading the way. Not on how you want the vision for the future, and how your life, how you want to spend the rest of your days on planet Earth. You are going to become that leader. You are going to become that CEO of your own company, the director of your own company, the director of your life. Okay, it's very, very strong. The message comes out. Please do not lose that vision or your mojo. It is going to be gorgeous. You just need to keep hold of that vision and be the director of your life. Do not rely on anybody else. That's what it's urging you to do. It's a very, very strong message. You will have the confidence and strength to do it. It's not going to be a 5-minute job either. It's going to take immense courage in the face of adversity. You're going to get knocked down, but you have the strength to get back up. As an Aries, we have that. We have that gumption. Okay, so it applies to your love life. It applies to every single aspect of your life. So it's to speak your mind with confidence, seek out professional advice, balance mental and emotional considerations. Don't get too up in your own head about it. Don't get too emotional about it. Don't get too fired up. You need to look at everything from a balanced and just standpoint. Okay, the end of a difficult, look, we've got this. Things are looking up, the end of a difficult situation, taking a trip. So you will have time, you will have downtime after you've, once this kind of like, this whole vision of directorship starts to manifest. Okay, the end of a difficult situation, embrace the change and expect things to get better, recovering from an addiction. It's the addicted to the past. You've always, I get the feeling like you're mourning the past. You're looking back wistfully and thinking, oh crap, you know, I really wish I was back there now before COVID-19. But instead I'm here. But look at what you've created. Just by putting in a little bit of effort every day, you can create something so beautiful that you won't even want to look back over your shoulder and recognise where you've come from. Okay. So we've got here, seeds well planted, a temporary pause in action, unnecessary worry. By doing all of these steps, by looking at things with a fine-tooth comb, with doing, you know, these little online, these little online courses, by looking at your life and deciding to make a change, you're planting these seeds in, they're in the bud stage. They're not even in bud yet. They're just scattered on the ground and they're waiting for you to water them. Okay, they are there. You have planted these seeds and everything is going to be gorgeous, but you just need to hold your vision. You need to hold your vision. You really do. Look, and we've got here, stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and creativity. What did I say? Be the director of your life. And then we've got here, a relationship that continues to grow closer. Forgiveness, a positive resolution of a conflict. Absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So remember, keep your vision and be the director of your life. So how does that relate to your love life? Got so many cards there, Aries, it's unreal. I think that you just needed the reassurance actually from the guides that you are doing, you know, you are on the right path and you're doing all you can. All the steps that you're taking at the moment are going to bring about abundance and the stability that you need, that you crave, because of this awful global situation that we find ourselves in. What does Aries need to know in love, please? Aries in love, what do they need to know? They're very invested. See these guides that I have with me. They're so invested in you, guys. I could do like a 15-minute reading with normal tarot and just say, oh, there you go. but it won't allow me. Even if I wanted to come to this board every single time, they won't allow me to do it, because for some reason they're just, no, that's not enough. If there's a message that needs to be drummed home, they will drum it home. I have no choice. Let go. I have a choice. I could just not read, but I wouldn't be being true to myself, so that in turn would be detrimental to you guys and me, so it's no point. Perfect timing. It is what it is. If it's a long reading, it's a long reading. If it's a short one, it's a short one. I don't know. Sometimes I think that I would like to be like other readers. No two readers are the same. You know, that they put a little timer on there and they fill the 20 minutes with whatever. It's never like that. You guys know that. It can't be. They won't allow me to work like that. And you know how I know? I tried it in the beginning and it didn't work. We've got a no there as well, so I just go with the flow and just do what they ask me to do. And you know, if you guys watch it and connect with it, all well and good. It's a message that needs to be heard for some reason though. Success. Whoops. We've got here, I'm not too sure if they come out there. We've got not the right time. We've also got remain positive for some reason. So we'll see how they relate to your romance angels. So what can Aries expect in love, please? Aries in love, what can they expect? Aries in love. Oh, there we go. So we've got let go. Okay. This is the romance of a lifetime, true love, let go. Yeah. Let's just take a look back at these cards here. He's letting go of the past, I think. I think this is letting go of the past in order to move forward. Like I said, you know, not looking over your shoulder, not looking, you know, not looking at a disappointment, not being mardy about things that have gone. It's just accepting them for what they are. So letting go of all that. I think that relates to low vibrational energy. So letting go of disappointment and things. True love, this is the romance of a lifetime. It could also read that letting go of a situation that you're already in, because you're moving, that wheel is moving you on to become more independent, say. So you've looked at this situation that you've been in and decided, no, I don't want that anymore, or this is not the fit that I need for the future. So take it as it resonates. But true love could also mean, it's got many meanings, true love for yourself, and a true love in the face of adversity. It's loving who you are now, who you are becoming, and letting go of who you were. Because who you were last week is kind of like not who you are now. Because we have so many things that happen. Probably not now during COVID-19, but if you think to your thoughts and ideas and things that were of, you know, value to you, say 6 months ago, are probably not high on your priority list as, you know, other things are now. So it's letting go of things that no longer serve us, I think. Perfect time in attraction. You attract love, romantic love, by enjoying this moment fully. So it's being present and in the moment and not looking towards the past, not being in your head, but being fully accepting of the way the situation is, even, and forging forward. So once you acknowledge that and get rid of negativity, you do become more attractive to be with on every level. You know, who wants to be with somebody that's so up in their own head and so emotional about what's gone on, what's gone before? Who wants to be with somebody like that? Because they're not present. They're not present and correct in the connection that they're in, you know, or going towards. I wouldn't want to be with somebody that was so up in their own head that you could never connect with them. What's the point of having a relationship? You might as well be on your own. So we've got here, no. It's a massive no here. Okay. It's got here, honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together, and a massive no. I don't know what that's in relation to, so I need to come back to that because it's very difficult to read. Honeymoon, it says here falling in love and a relationship that continues to grow closer. Now, as I said, that could mean the relationship with yourself, your true self, or it could also mean a relationship that because you're becoming your true self, you're loving yourself more. There is somebody out there that you're connecting with, if that makes sense. So this holiday time, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together, and a massive no. Honeymoon, it could mean that no, you're not going to be spending any time together with someone, because this could be literally about self-love and about you creating a future for yourself, falling in love with the person that you're becoming, a relationship with yourself that continues to grow. So I think this is more about self-love than about a person in particular. So that's why that honeymoon cards come out there. No, you're not going to be enjoying the together. It will be as a singular. You'll be able to feel comfortable in your own skin, even, is the message that comes out. You'll be comfortable enough and secure enough to spend time on your own, doing your own thing. You don't need anybody else. It's almost like you've come into your own. You don't need anyone. You are the director of your life. Remember that. Okay, we've got separation. We've got here time apart from your partner is on the horizon. We've got success there. So I really do think that it's all about you. It's all about your self-worth, self-love, it's all about what you envisage for the future, as opposed to doing it in a with someone else. Chemistry, it's not the right time. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. It's not the right time. I don't think it will be. I think that you're holding your vision for the future, and it's about what you want out of life, what you want out of the days on planet Earth, not about doing it in a it's about personal spiritual growth. It's about you, how you envisage your life to be in 10 years. So what you want to create, what legacy that you want to leave behind, being the director of your own life. Remain positive. It says playfulness, the time to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So also, you know, to connect with people, you need to be not kind of like all domineering and self-centered, that's a difficult word to use, but not being so insular, I should say, not being so insular as to say, right, okay, I'm going to be the director of my own life, I'm going to cut myself off from everybody else, I'm going to forge forward. It doesn't work like that. You still have to have relationships with people, or connections with people, so you need to go about that in a playful way, not in a very kind of like commanding, domineering way, but just letting your laughter out, I would say. It's a message that comes out. Laughing, being able to laugh with people. So yeah, remain positive. Things are going to be, they're just going to be slow. It's going to be, you know, it's not a 5-minute job. It's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult. You're going to have to find that inner strength to do it. But you can do it. You can do it. You need to remain positive that, you know, if you want to connect with someone at the end of that, you can do that. But I think that this is more about you as a unit, as a singular, rather than a unit. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Yes, it does. Remain positive, and that's self-love. Look, a relationship with yourself that continues to grow stronger. Falling in love with yourself, with who you are as a person, who you've become, the vision of yourself, the true self. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Remain positive. Yeah, it's all about it is all about being the director of your own life. It's beautiful. It's what you want for the future. You and only you can put that effort in. Nobody else can do it for you. But I think that it's got to a point now where you've been given this awful time to take stock of what's really valuable in your life and how you want to spend your days. I seriously do. Everything will be fine. You just need to hold that vision and become that director. And steer your life in a way that's more meaningful for you. But there's no need to worry about if there's a pause in action, if you don't get that job, if you, don't get that promotion. There's something else around the corner. There is something else around the corner that maybe, will be bigger and better. You just have to remain positive, and that's why this card's come out here. Remain positive. There is also someone else out there as well, calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations and visualizations help bring you together. So if you do have somebody on your mind that you want to go, towards, remain positive about it. It's not a done deal. It will happen, but you just need to be in a frame of mind that attracts positive energy rather than low vibrational energy. And this is about self-love. This is where it stems from. You were in a low vibrational pattern before, because that's with the ego card, feeling trapped, can't see a way out, and then you dug deep and then found something that sparked your soul's purpose. It sparked you into action, and that elevated your vibrational energy, and in turn that will attract so much more. You just got to keep thinking positive and thinking that you can do this, because you can. Remain positive. Trust the situation is calling you to have faith. Just trust it. Trust those steps. Trust in yourself. Only you know yourself. Look at all these other cards that have come out. This is absolutely gorgeous. So something that you thought was a done deal obviously isn't, and they're trying to tell you that as well. They're trying to give you guidance in all areas. It's amazing today. Remain positive. Deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. So own up to your own feelings as well about things. Don't dismiss them. You deserve love. You are livable. Don't put that mask on of everything's fine if it's not. Don't put that mask on of I don't care if you do care, because you can trust in this situation. However this applies to you. Remain positive. You deserve love. You are lovable. Yes, this is right, because you've gone through all these steps. You're doing all of this healing. It's bloody gorgeous. I have to swear. It is bloody gorgeous. I have never had a reading like this. It is so, so, so positive, and it's a reinforcement of, you putting in the time and effort with yourself, not with anybody else, but with yourself, and all these things will happen if you do that. We've also got remain positive. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek, and there's a reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Absolutely amazing reading. Absolutely amazing reading. Thank you so, so much, Aries. You are you are my brethren. And this is just what, to be honest, and I will say it now, is just what I needed to hear too. So that is absolutely gorgeous. Just going to sign it off with 3 Moonology cards. So what do we have for Aries, please? Aries in love. What do we need to know? But if there is something that you've lost connection with, especially this reconciliation card, this past person, this calling in your soulmate, it could be somebody that you've lost connection with, somebody that, it could also mean that the person that's already in the relationship with you, you've lost touch with them. There's some distance emotionally and mentally because you're off doing your own thing. It means that you can reconnect trust in the situation that everything's going to work out fine, and it will. Okay, be bold and make the first move. Yeah. Wow. But I think this romance of a lifetime is actually this romance of a lifetime with you, because it's your lifetime. It's your life. You seriously, if you don't love yourself, then what's, you know, nobody else is gonna. You can't fill that void. You need to love yourself in order to move forward. Luck is on your side. Don't listen to naysayers. Stand your ground. Don't listen to people who spout negativity. They just come from a place of ego and fear. That's nothing to do with you. Don't worry about the people talking about you behind your back. You know, if you think they are, that's their business, not yours. It's about being fully present in the moment and doing as much as you can to forge your life forward. Don't pay attention to people around you. This is why you're being the director of your life. You're doing it on your own. Don't pay attention to anything else. Just be focused. Focused on what you want. The time is of the essence as well. The time is to do this is now. So when people say, you know, you're doing that today, why don't we do this or go out for a coffee for 5 minutes? If you feel like, no, you don't want to do that, stand up and say, no, I want to do something different. I've got to put the time and effort into me in order to move forward, in order to grow. Expect powerful change up, because you're changing your mindset, you're changing who you are. Communication is key, so that's speaking your truth, speaking how you feel. You know, if you don't want to do something, say no. You know, communication is key. If you're connecting with someone, it's being thoroughly transparent. And a new start is coming. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I can feel that energy. I'm shaking, to be perfectly honest. There's that much energy in the room. Aries, if it did resonate with you, please hold your vision, become the director of your life, please. And if you need any reassurance or anything, just email me. Please like, share, subscribe. Please remember to click that thumbs up button, and email me if you have anything that you need answers to. Okay, love you loads.